It was the home side Lobby Stars that ran away with one near result, courtesy of that goal scored as early as in the first half, and that was all Lobby Stars needed to take that result home. But that was not the talking point. The talking point was the penalty call that wasn't given to Eyimba. Of course, we have the coach of Lobby Stars right with us.
Yeah, Coach Eugene Gabe, live with us here on the line on phone, speaking to us. Let's get to him. Coach, first of all, good afternoon to you and welcome to Sport Lounge.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
Oh, fine. We're trying. We're doing our best. Hope everything is going well over there with Lobby Stars.
Yeah. Well, we thank God Almighty. We thank God for yesterday's game.
Okay, now let's start off from the game. Now you've gone to the game. Lobby Stars, big win yesterday at the Lafayette Township Stadium against Eyimba. Both teams are title contenders. Talk us through that game and how you feel about the victory.
No way, it was a well-deserved victory because my boys fight for the victory and God gave them the victory yesterday.
And talk to us about the game. What went right for your team and how did you get to outwit a team as huge as Eyimba yesterday?
Well, when you look at it, when you look at Lobby Star performance for this season, the season really shows that Lobby Star up to something.
Yeah.
And when you look at it at the first beginning of the whistle for the first stanza of the season, you see that Lobby Star have been first, second, all through on the log. Despite yesterday when we were pushed to fourth or so, when Remo Star played to get 49 points, pushing us to fourth. But I also know that as we are going to play in Niba, I had the belief that we are going to win in Niba and return back on top as where we are today. Despite Rangers is differentiating us with goals different, but we know that as matches remain so many, we will go ahead to get what we are looking for 2023/2024 season. Lobby Star is not relating effort. We will continue to work more hard to win more games before the season comes to an end.
Coach, before the game against the Eyimba yesterday, Lobby Stars was third on the log and Eyimba was second, meaning it was going to be a feisty game. Now, the talking points in that game, Coach, was that penalty call to which so many persons believe it was supposed to go Eyimba's way, but then the ref didn't blow for the penalty. As a coach, what went through your mind?
Well, my own, I look at it in a different way because the referee was about 3 meters or so to the ball, or 4 meters to the ball. It is not every situation in that 16 or 18 that is a penalty, as people are saying, because he was very close, and very, very close to it. So it is not something that, like when after the match, George Kennedy was very angry about the situation. But as me and as a coach, I look at it this way. When such things happen and it's not given to you, you let it go. Because it is not everything that occurs that officiating goes the way you think it should be. The thing happened towards 3-4 minutes in the game.
Yeah.
And later Eyimba have almost about 87 minutes to play. So I read on social media today that Finidis judge was saying that the officiating was very, very bad.
Yeah.
No, the officiating was not bad, in my own opinion, because the man opened the game. It was a live match, it was a broadcast match. He opened the match 50-50. It was just that my boys were super mothers in Niba before we got that victory. If we see at the time we scored, it was the 58-minute
The second half.
Second half. So it shows that there was a lot of time. If they are better and better than Lobby Star, they would have taken over the game throughout in the duration after that incident. So I don't look at it as anything. As a good coach and as a coach, you have to take responsibility of every defeat or win you got in a team.
Okay. Up next for you is Shooting Stars. What are the aspirations of Lobby Stars for the rest of the MPFL season?
Hello?
I say, up next for you is Shooting Stars. What is Lobby Stars' aspiration for the rest of the season? Is it the title or is it continental football?
Well, we are taking every game at its come because when I was going to Lagos, I told a journalist in Latvia that I am going there to go and get something. And in every match, I have my strategy I put on. The league is becoming tougher and tougher.
Yeah.
It is how you have something more on ground before you get something in away game. So I am looking very well that even in Ibadan, I will get something there and come back home with it.
Okay, massive thank you, Coach Eugene, for always being part of the show, and thank you for always obliging us whenever we do call you.
All the best, Coach Eugene.
Okay, that was the coach of Lobby Stars, Coach Eugene Agabe, speaking to us. Quite optimistic, quite boisterous. When you beat Enyimba, you have to be that way. If you ask.
Sport Bishop, but we all saw that penalty call yesterday. I wasn't expecting anything different from Coach Eugene. He spoke as a coach of the home side, giving it to the referee that it was a 50-50. Of course, it was 50-50. Yeah. But then, in the game of football, every call don't always go your way. Yeah. And when it doesn't go your way, you take out time in the remainder of the game to see how you can get back on your feet and of course get the result. Enyimba didn't get the result. They lost a lot of chances, goal scoring chances. Absolutely. And they were punished by that long goal from the Lobby Stars.
Let's get a full result of games from the NPFL. Very important because like I tell you, the table is looking like it was, it is piling up, and the league, Enugu Rangers stay top of the table, Lobby Stars second. Come on, and I tell you, Enyimba somewhere locking around that position. But these are the full result of the games.
Atlanta at home defeated Sporting Lagos by 3-1. It was a 7 goals of thriller between Castina United and Enugu Rangers. It ended 4-3 in favor of the home side. Aquara United and Bendel Insurance played out a 1-0 draw. While of course the result between Lobby Stars and Enyimba. Niger Tornadoes surprisingly defeated Gombe United by 5-0. While the game between Sunshine Stars of Akure and Bayelsa United ended in a stalemate 1-1. That game ended. We saw a game earlier on Saturday in the Nigerian Premier Football League where the likes of Plateau United defeated Doma United by 4-0, while Aqua United were on the losing side when they traveled to Remo Stars as Remo Stars defeated them by 2-1. Okay, that's how it's looking like right there in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Before we touch down this profile, because let's also talk about something that would come up later in next 2 days. That is 2 days from now. That is the Nigerian Beach Soccer League that will be beginning all the way in Kebbi. We hear that it will be taking, like we told you on Saturday, if you're part of the show during Sports Soccer Board, that there will be games in the finals will be taken in Kaduna. There will be third round will be in Anambra, and maybe in Anambra second round, and maybe Lagos or Abuja will take the third round before the finals we play the Kaduna. Okay, let's see whether we can reach out to the coordinator of the Nigerian Beach Soccer League, talking about Mahmoud Hadija, get to us to talk about what the chances, how big this league will be. This is the 4th edition. Of course. We've seen 3 other editions take place. And let us know how big and how better this league is. Talking about the NBSL. Looking at the NBSL, we expect to see the best of beach volleyball. Yes, beach soccer, beg your pardon. We hope to see the best of great stars emerging, because this is one thing that we know when it comes to soccer. Aside playing soccer on the pitch, of course, which we know when it comes to beach soccer, this is one thing that Team Nigeria always go out for medals in competition. We want to see how this edition will be, moving from the entire 6 geopolitical zone, and most especially 4 of them touching with Kaduna surprisingly billed to host the final. We just want to see new talent, see how the various teams are preparing and what they will be looking out for. All right, let's continue to see how we can establish connection with the beach soccer coach. No other person but Mr. Mahmoud Adejia. All right, as we continue to see if we can get him online as Sport Bishop in the Nigerian National League yesterday. It was something,
chaos, absolute chaos.
But then the biggest news that we are getting is that the player has been fine. Talking about the player as well as the team at Jigawa Golden Stars. They have also been fined by 1 million naira.
Okay, we've got on the line the coordinator of the Nigerian Beach Soccer League, Mahmoud Hadija, on the phone with us. Let's start. Good evening, sir. Welcome to Sports Lounge.
Yeah, good evening, and happy Salah in advance.
Absolutely. Now let's quickly talk about the NBSL League that is coming up. 2 days to the start of the 4th edition of the NBSL. Talk to us. What should Nigeria be expecting in the league?
Well, a whole lot of improvement, improved, organization, the teams, also, and the quality of play, most importantly.
Yeah.
We've been planning for quite some time. Like you said, this is the 4th season.
Yeah.
So we're not expecting anything less. The teams are ready. Some of the teams have started arriving Kebbi since yesterday.
Yeah.
And we have teams cutting across all the length and breadth of Nigeria, arriving Birnin Kebbi for the first round of the Nigeria Beach Soccer League.
Yeah, you talked about teams arriving. We hear certain Anambra Beach Soccer first team to arrive in Kebbi. Now talk to us about the teams that will be participating, apart from Anambra, who is making their debut and hoping to make an impact in the league.
Okay, interestingly, since we started the Beach Soccer League in Nigeria about 3 years ago now,
yeah,
almost every season we've been having debutants. And the debutants have been really making the league exciting, because they always give the existing teams and also the old horses, a run for their money. I remember last year we had the Ibom Beach Soccer, who were beating 11-0 in the first round by Kada, and they ended up defeating Kada at home in the second round, So this season, we have the likes of Jigawa Golden Star Beach Soccer Club,
okay,
who have also been doing a lot for quite some time now to join the beach soccer.
Yeah.
And we're expecting them today. Any moment, we're expecting them in Birnin Kebbi.
Yeah.
They left Jigawa this morning, and we've been communicating with them. And also other teams like Anambra that arrived yesterday.
Yeah.
Which is also a brand new team.
Exactly.
With the likes of Emeka Obona leading the team, who is also an experienced player with the national team and also a 2-time national champion with the Kebbi Beach Soccer Club. Is now going to be in the jerseys of Anambra. Yeah, so we have other teams like Manko Patigi from Kwara. We have the Kada team, and we also have a team from Lagos and from Akwa Ibom.
Okay.
So those are the teams, including the 2 home teams in Kebbi, making 8.
Okay. Now we talked about the fact that first we heard in Benin Kebbi, we heard that the league, the first stanza, second stanza, the fourth stanza, including the final, will be scattered across Nigeria. We hear Anambra will hold a stanza, Lagos or Abuja for another. Kaduna will host the finale, while KB will host the first stanza. Please confirm to us where we hold this thing, which stanza and where.
Well, like you said, the first round is happening in Kebbi.
Yeah.
Kebbi is well experienced in terms of hosting this kind of events. I think since the league started, Kebbi has been hosting almost about 1 or 2 rounds, during the league period. And we also have the Kebbi team who are well experienced and very popular in Kebbi and also across the continent of Africa. And in the second round we'll be going to Anambra in Inewi, which is the first time that the league is ever going to the eastern part of the country, and we're so excited that we're going to the east this time around, because this is a Nigerian league. So we want to have a taste and also have a feel of all the regions in Nigeria. And I think I must commend the Anambra Beach Soccer Association. They're doing a wonderful job preparing for the second round. And like I said, we're all looking to be there. And after Anambra, we'll be coming to Abuja, also for the first time to host the league.
Yeah.
And we'll conclude in Kaduna, who are also just like Kebbi, been hosting every round since we started.
All right, so beautiful. With the fact that games will be scattered all across the federation, please, we want to confirm in terms of security, in terms of logistics, how prepared is the administrators concerning the movement of these players?
Well, we're doing a lot. Like I said, we've been preparing for a long time, and also preparing the teams. You know, you must understand that we live in difficult conditions now, so we always try to advise the teams on their travel arrangements, also the time they need to travel, leaving early so that they can arrive on time, in good time in their destination.
Yeah.
And we're taking a lot of precautionary measures in terms of security. We don't joke with security. Even though I would say we've not had any security concerns, but it's not something that we're taking lightly. And I think in Kebbi here, we don't really have any security issues in Kebbi, and we don't anticipate for such. But we still make arrangements, for any security breach or security hitch when it comes.
Okay,
okay,
go ahead.
Yeah, we're always in prayers, because some of these things, particularly the teams that travel on the road, these are things beyond
your control.
One's control. But we also advise the teams to take precautionary measures, like I said, including having security with them, and also the timing of their travel. And we're really, really hopeful that everyone will arrive Kebbi, will have a successful program, and everyone will be going back in the next week or so.
Okay, now let's talk quickly. Finally, what makes this season bigger than the previous 3 seasons, and how are you going to get fans involved, apart from with the media who are making the noise about it? How are you going to get fans involved to make it a total experience whenever they come to the pitch side?
Sponsorship and
sponsorship and as well getting fundings to run the game. Also, quickly.
Okay, just very quickly. How I wish you were in Kebbi for the past few days.
Oh wow!
I think it's fever pitch here in Kebbi. Whenever we're having the beach soccer, the town, it goes crazy.
Exactly,
because they love their beach soccer here. For the past 7 years, we've been hosting programs and activities for beach soccer every Salah. As you're aware, Salah is just in a day or two.
Absolutely.
So the atmosphere is electric, and they're really excited when they see visitors coming from other parts of the country, So I think we're looking to have an exciting opening here in Kebbi, and it's going to be streamed live on the Beach Soccer Nigeria Facebook channel.
Absolutely.
For our viewers across the country and across the globe. The Beach Soccer League in Nigeria is the fastest growing league.
In Africa.
I would say not just in Africa, but across the world. Everyone is following what is going on in Kebbi, including the global partners, Beach Soccer Worldwide.
Okay.
We all receive messages and goodwill, information and messages about this league. So we're all excited. We're just calling on the players to be disciplined, remain focused, and give us a good show in Kebbi.
And the sponsorship?
Well, the sponsorship, we're still having challenges, even though we're having part sponsorship, but we don't really have a full sponsor for the league. But I think it's work in progress.
Yeah.
But I must commend the Kebbi State government, who have been providing all the support, including accommodation and all the necessary logistics, to have this opening. We must commend His Excellency Governor Nasir Idris and his team here. Whenever we're having the beach soccer, they give us all the support. That is why everyone wants to come to Kebbi, to play the beach soccer, because it's a family atmosphere as well and entertaining. So watch out for the Nigeria Beach Soccer League in the next coming days, and I promise the fans that they will be excited about this.
Okay, massive thank you, Mr. Mahmoud Adija, for your input, and we wish you the best of luck for the first stanza. Hopefully, by the time it's done, Nigeria will be singing a new song. Thank you very much for being part of the show.
Thank you for having me, and see you soon.
See you soon too. Cheers. Okay, that was the coordinator of the Nigerian Beach Soccer League, Mahmoud Adija.
All right, to Sport Bishop quickly. Our time is far gone. Let's touch down the Nigerian National League. The game between Jigawa Golden Stars and, of course, their opponents over the weekend, where we saw a shambolic officiating talking about a Sporting Supreme.
Absolutely.
First, the two central referees
have been expelled.
Zaharuddin Nasiru and Usman Awulu.
They've been expelled from the NNL, expelled from the NFF, expelled from football in Nigeria, never to be seen again.
They was also expelled from home.
No, we let you go.
No, anything football from home.
Exactly.
They
can't even watch it on TV. We'll let them.
Sport Bishop, that was not the only punishment. We also hear that Jigawa Golden Stars have been fined 1 million naira
to warn them.
Of course, and of course, the player that was involved was also a banner until the end of the season. Talking about Mohammed Alim.
Did you see that handball?
It was
more like, I thought it was volleyball. He practically dunked that ball.
Even in volleyball, you do not catch the ball.
You
do not. He
caught
the ball
and dropped it. It was crazy stuff.
You need to go to our YouTube channel. YouTube channel VOP 96.1 Abuja. VOP 96.1 Abuja to go get a glimpse of exactly what happened.
Wow.
The player literally caught the ball, and even Maradona wasn't this bad.
Twice handball. The first one was the first guy who hit the ball with the hand, but the guy who scored the goal was the most culprit. He picked the ball from the air. I thought it was basketball because the way he leaped, and then the way he put it, and the referee was in front of him.
And the referee pointed to the center spot that it is a goal.
Immediately.
These are the kind of officiating, the kind of playing, the kind of clubs that we do not want to see in our football. It doesn't tell well of us. And Sports Bishop, before we go on our first commercial break, the Super Falcons, they have touched down from the breaking news that we are getting now. They have touched down, and we hear that their first training section will be 6:30 p.m.
today.
Later today.
They will touch the Pretoria, the good facility according to Kaklana. I know we did hear from the coach of Nigeria, the coach of South Africa, Kaklana, and of course our own Echekri, not forgetting Tony Payne earlier in the morning.
Let's talk to, let's hear the coach of South Africa. The realists saying that they thought that would have cut the grass. But we didn't cut the grass. And then it felt as if the ball bounced out to our favor. Let's hear her talk to us. As she's saying, we have better facilities right there in South Africa.
Look, I thought in the first half we didn't play. We were too far apart, and kept playing the long ball. And they read that really well with Tembi. Had cover with Tembi, but we weren't on the ball enough. We didn't have someone to put the foot on the ball. And I thought, the way we gave the penalty away, we could have handled that situation better. But second half we came out, we started playing, created a couple of chances, but we just couldn't get that equalizer, But as we say, it's half time. And we look forward to taking the game back to Pretoria. Look, I think it's the same for both teams, but we're a ball-playing team, and it surely hindered us, especially in the first half. We couldn't get going. But the second half, we rectified things and started playing, but we're going back to familiar surroundings. We thought that they would cut the grass after our training session yesterday, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But we're not looking for any excuses. We had chances to equalize. But as we say, it's half time. We just have to make sure that we're the first team to score going back to Pretoria.
Absolutely. She thought that we will cut the grass before the game. Unfortunately, the grass was not cut, and she said no excuse.
Why did you say they didn't cut the grass? I said they didn't cut the grass.
Whatever we can do to gain favor to win that game, we had to do it. And if you trust me, both teams actually play good football. And if you listen to her, she said that they also had their chances to which they didn't take.
I think they had two or three clear-cut chances. I was live with that. We were live there, and they had a chance to put the ball in the back of the net. They didn't take it,
of course,
but they ended up blaming the facility. Anyway, we take it. We go play in that good facility, and hope and see that the facility will help them play good football. But like I said, it's still 50-50. But Nigeria's got the advantage with that goal from Rashida Jibadi.
Of course, and we have also got the advantage as we will go on our first commercial break and lubricate our lips. And when we come back, we will be taking you straight to the foreign scene. Victor Osimhen flew like a bird.
Others may drop the mic. I talk into it. If you're in need of a voice, well, I've got one.
Voice of the People, 96.1 FM.
We have been so you hot and fresh content on radio and you have been loving it. Now we're taking it further. Catch us live on YouTube at BOP TV for all the juicy content you can't resist. Talk shows, exclusive interviews, news, lifestyle, and more. It's all about you. BOP TV, show up, speak up.
Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
The Evening Rush with the 1559 vibe, spiced with politics, lifestyle, sports, music. Tune in weekdays 4 to 9 p.m. only on Voice of the People 96.1 FM. Now you have a voice.
Your health, your style, your music, your life. Taking a journey through every corner of lifestyle, fashion, music, mental health, physical health, even sizzling recipes. Nothing is off limits. VOP Lifestyle 360, weekdays from 5 p.m. only on Voice of the People 96.1 FM. Now you have a voice.
As a sharp business owner, you know you need to advertise your business, right? You need the adverts. So, what better platform to advertise than with VOP 96.1 FM? Our rates are friendly, our reach extensive. Take that bold step and advertise that business today. Give us a call on 081 799 29729 or visit our office at number 4 Ogbomosho Street, Romeo's Pizza Building, Area 8, Abuja. See ya!
Voice of the People, 96.1 FM.
Tune in for all the action. Rep your team and be loyal to the game. Sports Lounge, weekdays 4 to 5 p.m. Now, you have a voice.
Alright, so welcome back to the second half of your sports show, Sport Lounge, that comes your ways every Mondays to Fridays at exactly 4 p.m. The sport crew of Voice of the People 96.1 FM Abuja get on the mic to give your evening that a southern feeling. My name is Franklin Imanad, the one you love to call Uncle Fine Boy, because I am the finest uncle talking sport in the capital city and beyond. But as usual, I've got my partner.
I am the sport bishop, the magistrate, the pilot, the prophet, the professor, Nonso Arinzechi.
Of course, before we go to the foreign scene, let's inform you that one game is currently ongoing in the Nigerian Premier Football League, and it's between Caterpillars and Shooting Stars. Sport Bishop Caterpillars coming from that 4-3 win against Enugu Rangers.
Yeah, exactly.
Nadia Atoma playing Shooting Stars. That game was it? It was a 5-0 thumping against Eyimba, and they had to come back to home. And currently they are leading by 1-0.
Remember the coach said something. Remember, I want to picture what the coach said. He told us clearly that the fact that the boys arrived almost 2 a.m. Remember? We did hear from him after that game, and it seems these guys they arrived early today.
No, they are playing at home.
They arrived back home early. They
So prepare for the game.
Now they're beating Benga Gumbo. They will know him the Oracle, like it's what they call by a goal to just early kickoff. 33 minutes gone already in that encounter. Wait and see how things pan out in that one.
Of course, a goal scored by who? The legend himself.
That guy is 40 what now?
43 years.
Wow.
Older than Cristiano Ronaldo. And nobody's talking about him.
Absolutely.
That is where you and I come in.
That's why we're here. I say nobody can talk about a league like our own self. They know the players. They stay with the players. They talk to the players. We talk to Rabu Yadi. We talk to, like we did now, the NBSL players.
Of course.
We know these players. They know us. And that's why we need to give them the voice that they require. So good one for Kano Pillars and Rabi Ali. But still not Uhuru yet in this encounter.
As early as in the second minute of the game, Rabi Ali put the home side of Caterpillars 1 goal ahead. We will continue to track that game and see how it goes and bring you in swinger live from the sunny Abuja Stadium. But it's time, let's zoom out of the continent of Africa and touch down the foreign scene. Let's take you to the foreign scene. All right, games went down over the weekend all across the top 5 league in Europe, except the Spanish La Liga, where it wasn't breaker. Just one major game went down over the weekend. Talking about the Copa del Rey final. But Sport Bishop, where should we start from? Should we start at the Old Trafford, or we should start at the Goodison Park?
I think we should start from Goodison Park. There's breaking news coming in all the way from the Goodison Park. I tell you, not too good news for a team that was deducted 10 points and then reduced to 6 points. This season to 6 points. We now hear that Everton have been deducted 2 points for a second breach of the Premier League financial rule. Profit and sustainability rule permits clubs to leave £105 million over 3 years, and an independent commission found Everton breached that by £16.6 million for the 3 years period of 2022-2023. They dropped 1 point to 16 and are now 2 points above the relegation zone. The Toffees had a 10-point deduction reduced to 6 in February for the 3 years period of 2021-2022, but Everton said the club will appeal against the decision.
As if that's not all, Sport Bishop, we hear that the club could yet face a further points deduction in relation to interest cost associated with the building of the club's new stadium at Bramley Moor Dock, though that issue is unlikely to be resolved before the end of the season.
They have
more troubles.
More troubles.
So the trouble is still pending, but it's looking like
for the past 2 seasons, Everton has only managed to stay up in the Premier League at the final day. They have, at some point, they were known for they were called the loan club, where practically everyone in their first level were on loan from the top leagues in Europe or in the English Premier League. They managed to maneuver
somehow
and
stay afloat.
And right now, as I speak to you, even despite the 8-point deduction in both wives, they are still 2 points above relegation. They just find a way to stay afloat.
And now they have been deducted for the points, and that will reflect in the table.
Now they are 16th, still afloat, 2 points above relegation. That's what I'm telling you. They find a way to just escape it.
Why always Everton?
Because they do not put their financial situation right.
Why not Man City? Why not Chelsea?
I think I'll throw my towel.
Why not Man United?
Maybe Arsenal.
All right, we continue to see why it's always Everton, and we hope that Everton's appeal against the decision will be positive, and they might just continue to be the red team where the Independence Commission will continue to see how they will be poking their hands on Everton's as a club. Profit and sustainability rules permit club to lose just £105 million. All right, away from that, Sport Bishop, but let's continue in games that went down as well as news in the EPL. Some say it was a 2 points lost for Man United. Others said it was a 3 points lost for Liverpool. Sport Bishop, I'm sure you saw the game.
Oh yes, I did.
Man United, Liverpool, who was the better side? And why always Man United? 3 games in the row in the EPL, losing it at the end, just when the ref was about signing blasting the final whistle, they capitulate.
Let me quote the words of Jurgen Klopp after that game, talking to Manchester United after his team got themselves back from a 2-1 down. This is what he said. He said, and I'll quote, "Probably, if we are still around then, that would be great. But Arsenal are a good team. If United play like today, Arsenal will win the game. I am 100 sure. I'm sorry to say that. End of quote.
Wow.
Why is Klopp making that statement? Because in the first half of that encounter, Man United had no shot off target, no shot on target, and Liverpool
zero touches in the opposition box.
Absolutely, and Liverpool had 15 shots at target. So it means that Liverpool should have buried that game long before there was a Kobe Mino stunner, long before there was a Kevin De Bruyne super class finish from the middle of the
Bruno Fernandes, you mean?
Bruno Fernandes.
Say Kevin De Bruyne.
Come on.
Of course, it happens. So
Kevin is a world class player. If Bruno does and I reference Kevin, not because there's somebody who does it better. But anyway, I think
Liverpool also have buried that game in the first half.
To me, I see it as 2 point drop by Liverpool and 1 point gained by Man United. Because Man United had no right to get anything from that game from what I saw in the first half.
I think I want to agree to because the commentator in that game, John Bentley, he said that as at 41 minutes, Liverpool should have been 3 goals up in that game.
What 3 goals? I think 4 or 5. It should be out of sight. How they kept missing those chances, I can't be. I was watching the game and I was like,
Onana
wow.
was absolutely outstanding in the first half.
He had his fair share of saves.
Honestly, he was outstanding.
Yeah, absolutely. At least some point now, at least maybe a Man United fan will forgive him for all his trespasses because he kept them in that game. And come on, the second half, Man United happened, and then that penalty call again, and that talking point, penalty or no penalty. You think it's not a penalty? I think it's not a penalty.
think it's not a penalty.
I don't think it's a penalty. I'm still not convinced, but VAR will always be VAR.
Man United 3 penalties considered in 2 games. Yeah. 2 against Chelsea, 1 against Liverpool. Do you think United is being withdrawn?
No, I don't think so. I think Man United, sometimes the tackle for Wan-Bissaka was a silly tackle. No disrespect, it was very silly. He didn't have any right. We didn't have any reason to go to ground. All he needed to do was just block him, force him to go to the wrong, his wrong.
Make a wrong decision.
Absolutely. But he went on the ground, gave the referee a decision. He didn't get the player, but they will tell you, "Oh, come on now, he went to ground, he pinned it exactly." I don't think it's a penalty because in football is a contact sport.
Of course,
you need to make challenges. He had the right to go for the ball. He didn't get the player, didn't get the ball. Let it go. But VAR with VAR, like I said, if you watch the game against Chelsea, yet another stupid decision by the Loud. Again, you didn't have any. It's a left footer. He's trying. There's no way he can score from that angle. Trust your goalkeeper. Back your goalkeeper up. I think this is an issue that this guy Ten Hag needs to solve because they make some poor decisions that you ask yourself, come on, this is beyond the level they are playing at the moment.
Keep your comments as well as your calls coming on 070-0010-961-961 070-0010-961-961. Feel free to access our YouTube channel. Do well to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel for free. It is a VOP 96 Abuja, VOP 96.1 Abuja. Also, feel free to drop your comments and we will definitely give attention to your voice. I think the message is pouring already. Let's take this one from Emmanuel. He says, good evening, Uncle Fineboy and Sports Bishop. Good to hear from you guys. I must tell you that I am very impressed with what Lobby Stars coach said after Finidi complaining about bad officiating. That led to the referee not awarding them a penalty, which was supposed to be a penalty. You see, these things happen in all leagues across the world. Coaches do complain. We do gambles. Those favor them. I like the part that he said if Aimba were better than Lobby, they had lots of time to equalize after that penalty claim, but they didn't. That is how the game is. I'm surprised how Aimba, after beating Kano Pillars 5-0, they could not score a single goal against Lobby. Football is indeed wonderful. Emmanuel, all the way from we'll say to thank you, Emmanuel. We appreciate that. Keep the calls coming, keep the comments coming. Access our WhatsApp. Do well to send a voice note or give us a WhatsApp call. We will definitely give you a voice.
And the numbers to do that is simple: 0700 010 961 961. I'll take that again: 0700 010 961 961. A message, WhatsApp message, call, WhatsApp call, voice note is the voice of the people. I'm here to give you a voice.
Sport Bishop.
Yeah.
Who can stop us now?
Arsenal themselves.
David Raya, the first Spanish goalkeeper to keep 5 clean sheets in 6 games consecutively in the EPL. Kai Havertz can't just stop scoring. He has scored the 1,000 goal this season in the EPL. Bukayo Saka converted from the penalty spot, and Leandro Trossard, you can call him the super sub, Arsenal back at the top of the EPL table.
Like you said, a big win there for Arsenal. I think they proved their title credentials. This is a stadium where they go and they suffer loss. But they went there, they were in fact kept a clean sheet again, got 3 goals, outclassed Brighton and Hove Albion, and kept the chase for the title on. So they sit at the top of the table due to that draw with Man United and Liverpool. And I tell you, rightly so. Right now, it's now in Ateta's hand. All needs to do is get the boys playing the way they are playing. And if they keep the form we've seen so far in 2024, they can win the league.
All right, a full results of the games that went down in the EPL. Crystal Palace at home could not stop Manchester City from putting 4 goals past their goalkeeper. It ended 4-2 in favour of Manchester City. Meanwhile, 6-goal thriller between Aston Villa and Brentford. It ended 3 goals apiece. Everton finally got that much needed win against Burnley. 1-0 courtesy of a Kevin Lloyd goal in that one. Fulham. They were defeated at home by Newcastle by a long goal at the Craven Cottage. Luton Town back to scoring after that 2-0 defeat against Arsenal. They defeated Bournemouth by 2-1. Wolverhampton Wanderers lost 2-1 at home against West Ham United, while Brighton and Hove Albion played out a 3-3 defeat against Arsenal. On Sunday, we saw Manchester United and Liverpool played out a 2-2 draw. Sheffield United at the death stopped Chelsea from getting all 3 points. It ended 2 goals apiece, and Tottenham Hotspur defeated Nottingham Forest by 3-1. I think Chelsea have gotten a dose of their medicine.
Come on, come on, man. They're used to getting those goals. They got one against Burnley 2 weeks ago. Come on. How can Chelsea save their season? It looks like 1 step forward, 2 step backward. 1 step forward, 2 step backward. And I can't seem to take the blame from Mauricio Pochettino. I don't think he's done enough to get the best from these boys. And with the quality of players they've got at the disposal, Chelsea should be playing European football come next season. Absolutely. I don't care whether it's Conference League, I don't care whether it's Europa League, I don't care whether it's Champions League. They're punching far below their weight, and it's so sad that Chelsea fans will have to suffer this for a very long time to come.
A very, very long time to come. Sport Bishop, let's touch down the games that went down in Germany. As we hear that one man job is still safe despite the shameless. I'll call it shameless defeat against Heidenheim, having gone 2 goals ahead in the first half. They capitulated in the second half, and Heidenheim put 3 goals past almighty Bayern Munich. No thanks to a certain Dayot Upamecano who cannot just stop making errors. And up next, they take on high-flying Arsenal in the Champions League.
Absolutely. Tosuku, problem. We hear he keeps his job. I don't know how you're 2-0 up away from home to concede 3 goals in less than over 10-15 minutes and lose a game in such a scandalous manner. What does this mean right now? It means that a certain Leverkusen is just a game away, a game away from winning the title.
You mean Bayern never losing
under Xabi Alonso? He's in the final of the cup, 1 win away from the title. They're bossing the Europa League. Come on, man. I want to be a Leverkusen fan, but unfortunately, I can't be.
No, you can.
I don't want to. I don't know what next thing could be. Maybe it's
Savo this season.
Absolutely. So it is what it is. I'm telling you, good times for Bayer Leverkusen. That 1-0 victory, Florian Wirtz, a penalty against I'm trying to remember the team they beat by 1-0. It was a fantastic win for them. Union Berlin, exactly. So big win for them, if you ask me. So I think I'm very happy with the way they played. Kudos to Leverkusen. They are champions already. I call them champions elect, like I said on Saturday. But for Bayern Munich, Arsenal fans should not think it's Uhuru yet. The Champions League form is different from the league form. They could come and play stinker against Arsenal.
Ernesto Valverde ended the 40 years wait for Atletico Bilbao to win their trophy.
For you, it's the 40th. For me, it's the 6th consecutive loss in the final of the Copa del Rey. Either they are beaten by Madrid or they are beaten by Barcelona. It was a consistent and God said no, we won't give you Barcelona or Madrid, we'll give you Mallorca. And that was the end, Herrera now looks like a man who has won a title everywhere he played. Man United, Bilbao, Paris Saint-Germain.
Herrera,
what a player he's been. Come on. I don't think he gets enough praise than he deserves, but it is what it is. and I'm really happy for the young man.
But unfortunately, in that game, he was an unused substitute, but he gave his all on the bench and motivating.
Did you see Nico Williams? He scored a goal, it was cancelled. He said, I won't give up. He created a chance and the assist for the goal. And then the penalty shootout, Nico Williams kept his nerves and hit the ball hard like Etihad.
One Brazilian.
And 4-2 it was on penalties. After a 1-0 draw, after regulation time and extra time.
All right, let's take this message. It says, if Liverpool played better than Man United, I think Liverpool we are lucky to escape defeat with that late penalty that Salah converted until Arsenal played Tottenham Hotspur away. Man United away. If Arsenal win these 2 games, they will win the league. Emmanuel from Osetu, he has not given it to Arsenal yet.
They've got Man United. They've got Spurs as well. Don't forget. These are 2 teams they've got, very important. If they can get a result from these 2 games, if they win these 2 games, we should be thinking Arsenal have won the title after a very, very long time.
Sport Bishop,
yeah.
One man returns to his best. Talking about his goal scoring form, our own Nigeria, Victor Osimhen, African Footballer of the Year, poster boy.
It's a time of Nigerian players in the Italian Serie A. On Saturday, it was all about one man, Samuel Chukwueze, helping his team to a 3-0 victory against Lecce. He created an assist for Christian Pulisic to get into double figures. That was so good from Giroud and Rafael Leao in that 3-0 victory. And then Victor Osimhen back to the score sheet, drought over in the 4-2 victory against Monza. It tells you that. And did you see that header? That power driver. Drogba, and the word of the Drogba, I said,
I wouldn't make that move. I won't think about it.
It's risky. He put his body on the line. He put his life on the line. And you can see what it meant for him. I'm really happy. I'm really happy for that man. Really happy for him.
I have never seen a player persecuted like Vinicius. It seems that Vinicius is the most targeted players when it comes to racism. We hear that it has been from one end to another in terms of a report of racism. I do not understand.
Can it turn a blind eye right now? That's my own big take. Can he turn a blind eye, close his eyes, and just focus on playing football? Because the more they feel they're getting to his skin, the more the Spanish fans will continue. It's as simple as that. Try and turn a blind eye. I know it's going to be difficult. Play his game after his play. He's having a fantastic season, that I must say. He's got a big game against Man City coming up in the Champions League. Come on, it's a doable thing, We'll keep our fingers crossed and see how things pan out. But before we go to other sport, let's let you know quickly that games continue today in the Italian league. Though it's already done and dusted in my head, where Udinese. But the good is our woman will be playing tonight. Marika Okoye will be in goal, and as well as Success Isaac. They'll be playing Inter Milan, and in the Serie A today in the Portuguese Premier League is Casapia vs S3. And of course, not forgetting the Saudi Pro Super Cup where Al Ittihad will take on Al Wahda and Al Hilal will take on Al Nasri. Those games for 6 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. Over to you, fine boy, to what's happening across. Still 1-0. We're here in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Canopy players still Rabi Ali's go in the 3rd minute. They lead shooting stars by goal tonight.
All right, finally we move to the World of Formula One as Max Verstappen cruise to a comfortable victory in a Japan Grand Prix, leading teammate Sergio Perez to a Red Bull 1-2. Verstappen took an early race stoppage at Suzuki in his strides as he secured his 3rd victory in 4 races this season. And the big question is, who can stop Verstappen? Because it looks like a one racer that is here to stay, and no one is going to catch Max this year.
I think no one. It was Max Verstappen 1-2. Not Red Bull getting that one done yesterday. But the big question is, when would Mercedes return back to their best? At some point, they were the Red Bull of the Formula One. But these things happen. I know how it pans out. So good one there for Max Verstappen as he continues. Last race he dropped out. He had to retire due to, I think, was it brake failure, and now he's back again winning. Absolutely what you want to hear from the best driver so far in Formula One at the moment. And finally, in the world of NBA, Paul George scored 23 points in the final quarter as he inspired the Los Angeles Clippers to a remarkable 120-118 win over the Cleveland Cavaliers. And in other game of the likes of Red Bull also won a wire
Angeles Lakers suffered a 127 to 117 loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. We had that Miami Heat we stumbled to a 117 to 115 defeat against the Indiana Pacers with Teresa Maxey scoring 52 points for the Philadelphia 76ers as they defeated Antonio Spurs 133 to 126 in double overtime for a fifth straight win. The Phoenix Suns also won in that their game defeating the likes of New Orleans Pelicans by a 113 to 105 while Boston Celtics defeated Portland Trail Blazers 124 to 107. Sport Bishop.
Yeah. Games went down quickly. 109 to 122. Bucks against the Knicks. Spurs lost to the 76ers 126 to 133. The next 77. Sacramento Kings 107. The Warriors were in winning mood 118 to 110. Of course, the LA Lakers lost to the Timberwolves 117 to 127. So big games in the NBA. We are closing but surely getting to the playoffs and the play-ins, where we now remove the boys from the men and we start off the knockout stage. I prefer that than this long season. You play about 6-something game just to qualify only for 8 or 9 teams to get to the playoff or the playing. But finally, I enjoy a lot of basketball. But finally, we're getting to the business end where the boys will separate from the men.
The Champions League resumes tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And we will be back tomorrow to talk more on the Champions League as well as every other game. Sport Bishop, always a pleasure talking sport with you.
Always a pleasure. Kudos to Daniel Collins. He beat Kazaksina to win the Charleston Open. Also, kudos to one man talking about Dan Evans. Unfortunately for him, he suffered a 70-minute loss to Sebastian Hoffner and is out of the first round of the Monte Carlo Masters.
8:30 a.m. bright and early. Sport Beats a return on your speakers.
Absolutely. We'll be back here at 8:30 to 9 p.m. 9 a.m. I beg your pardon. Sport Beats, an update on everything that's happened in the last 24 hours. And of course, exactly 4 p.m. it is Sport Lounge, where we tell you the latest happening. We bring you into the table and we have a discussion with you because you are the voice of the people.
On behalf of the Sport Bishop and I, we are done.
And we're gone.
God bless.
And no stress. Adios.
Adios.
Enjoy the rest of the programming.
And this one calls it, I love